after you have seen that thumbnail, I know you're asking yourself, can this really be true? Can people actually give out money to the poor, or can people just channel their money free of charge to those people who are in need? Guess what? That's very true, because there are two websites that I'm going to tackle today where people, or these people, are able to have funds, are giving charity out there to fund other people projects, or rather just to help out with education, healthcare facilities, or anyone who is in need and they needs that facility, right? So in case you're new here, my name is Doreen. This is Doc Vlogs. In Doc Vlogs, we talk about loans, we talk about real estate, we talk about the best websites where you can work and earn money at the end of the day or at the end of the month and get paid through PayPal. We also talk about how you can invest your money and earn dividend at the end of the year. So in case you're new, karibu sana, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, karibu tena sana. Grab that seat and make sure you're watching this video until the end, because at the end is where you get all the point, and at least you end up learning about something. So just don't peep on the video and just move away. Make sure you're watching with me, and let's travel through this journey together by you subscribing to this channel. And you're asking yourself, this girl always tells us to subscribe to this channel. Why is that? This is simply because whenever I'll do a new video, YouTube will always send you this notification, and you're going to gain, or you're rather going to watch what I'm talking about. And if this video did not help you, maybe my next video will be of help to you. So without wasting any further of your time, let's jump into today's topic. So there are these two websites which rich people, or rather those people who are able to have enough fund and they don't know what to use it for, or rather they just want to send it to charity, they'll come and read those projects that you have written. Or rather, if you want to write a project and you don't have money, or you have this project in mind and you don't know how to go about it, you can visit this website and apply, or just try your luck, and maybe you're going to get a donor. So the first website, not an app. I've been talking about apps a lot, and that's why I always talk about apps whenever I get a chance, right? So the first website is called GoFund Africa. So there are three types of GoFund. There is GoFund, which is in abroad. It's just GoFund with green logo. Then there is GoFund for Kenya, and there is GoFund Africa. So the GoFund I'm talking about is this, which is GoFund Africa. So what happens in GoFund Africa? They only fund 3 people. So in case you see me looking down, I have a diary. I always research and write everything down. So the first reason why this GoFund or funds people is because of healthcare. So if you have someone who is sick, if you're struggling with some diseases, or if you just have this medical bill that you haven't tackled, or rather you don't know even where to get funds to tackle the bill, you can visit GoFund and they're going to fund you. Just make sure that you're writing a project explaining to them, and you also need to put a picture just to make them, or just to prove to them that maybe you're going through this sickness, or rather you are in hospital and you don't know how to pay the bills. You can also get a fund through education. They also fund education. All right. So if you're out there, maybe you finished your high school, or you don't even know how to go to high school since you don't have that money, or also you have kids, maybe 4 or 3, and all of them needs education support, and maybe you're a single mom, a single dad out there, and you don't know how to go about it, you can always visit these websites. So the first one is healthcare, the second is education, and the third one is very important for you guys. Make sure you're learning about it, is entrepreneurship. So you're out there, you have this project in mind and you don't know how to go about it. You want to start a business, or you have a project that hasn't been funded, or rather needs a lot of money to be funded. As long as you have these ideas and the ideas are gearing up, you can always visit their website. The first thing you need to do is to register or to sign up. Then you can put your project out there from the beginning, like the idea, the planning, and how you're planning to get the profit at the end of this project. So if it makes sense to them and they see that this person is making a lot of sense by this project, and they are being sure that you're going to get something out of it, the donors will always approach you, because after all, you're going to put the amount amount that you need, right? So I'll talk about it at the end of this, and I'll explain to you how you're supposed to write a project and make sure that it's attracting these donors, right? So the first one you said it's healthcare. If you are sick or have a sick person, and also if you have a medical bill that you can't sort it out because of financial issues, you can always visit this website. The second one we talked about is education. If you're struggling with the education in any way, maybe you don't have money to join the university. If you want to join high school, you passed your exams and you don't know where to turn to, you can always visit the website. And the third one is entrepreneurship, whereby if you have this idea in mind of business and you don't know where to start from, you can always visit the website, talk about what you have in mind, the business idea, the planning, and how you're planning to get the profit at the end of the project, right? And that's how these donors will always get to you. And this is how you're supposed to apply for it. So visit the website. You can just check here as we are talking. You visit the website on Chrome, depending if you have a phone, if you have a computer, but it's good to apply through a computer so that you can get some features, because with the phone some features are not visible, right? So with it, you just going to sign up, then you'll present if it's health facility, education, or entrepreneurship. You make sure that you capture the best photo that will attract them. So if it's healthcare, you can just tackle, if someone is admitted somewhere and you don't have the bill, you can take a picture of them and the facility, explain the facility and the amount. You can even upload some copies of the bill so that you can convince these people. Alafu, the other thing is that you must put the amount that you want, right? So that people will donate. You'll always see this line that tells you where your donation are at. So you can put like $500, $100,000, depending on what you are looking for, right? After that, you just have to wait. So the money will be transferred direct to GoFund. Then after GoFund, you have reached if it was 200,000 and you have reached it through that date that you set, then the GoFund will just pay you direct to your account details, because when you're signing up, you're also supposed to put your account details. So until up to there, I hope you have understood. So let's jump into our next one. And before that, please make sure you're subscribing to this channel for more, so that anytime I'll do a video, YouTube will always send you a notification and update you that this girl has done this. Just appreciate this good work. And also, please, just don't forget to like this video. The reason why you should like the video is that YouTube will recommend it to other people who are looking for such a video, right? So the next one, I've talked about it because they also give loans. So it's called Zidisha. So Zidisha is a platform whereby people came up together and formed this platform so that you as a person can apply for funds outside country. Zidisha works mostly in Kenya. So if you're outside Kenya, I'm really sorry. I don't know if you can access it, because I've just researched and found out that it works more in Kenya. But the project that is being funded, just listen to this. The project that is being funded, or rather, if you go there and apply for a project and they fund you the money, you'll return this money, but you're not returning the money to the donors, but rather you're returning the money to Zidisha as an organization. Let me repeat this. So Zidisha is an organization that came up to connect you as a person who is looking for funds with the donors, right? So these donors will fund your project. It will work the same as GoFundMe Africa, right? Then when they give you that money, they'll fund your project, but Zidisha will want you to repay this loan back to Zidisha, but not to GoFund. Yes, it was a fund that was given free to you by donors who you were connected with Zidisha. So when they fund your project, you're going to give this money back to Zidisha. Are you getting? I really don't know why that is happening, because how can the donor give you the money, then they will want you to give it back to someone else? You're asking yourself that question. This is because the money that you give back to Zidisha is giving it out to someone else who did not have an access to donors. Have you understood? That is the reason. So don't ask yourself, why are these people stealing from me? No. So the donors will give you the loan through Zidisha. they'll not give you the loan, they'll give you the money through Zidisha. After Zidisha has given you the platform to interact with the donor, after your project is being funded, so Zidisha will want you to repay this loan back. After you have just done your project and stuff, you're going to return this money back to Zidisha so that Zidisha can give it to someone who did not have an access to loan through any donor. Have you understood that? So all you need to do is that you'll visit the website through Chrome. You can see what I'm doing here. Visit the website through Chrome and you can check out what Zidisha is doing, right? You just need to sign up. You can also have an app on Play Store. They'll give you a loan amount. The startup loan amount is 686 shillings to 41,000. The range ranges between there, 681, because it is given in dollars. That's why you're finding out that they have some shillings on top, right? So Zidisha will always give you a loan amount of at least 681 to 41K. That is the first project they'll fund you, depending on what you're doing. So they'll give you 20,000, 30,000, or up to 41 Kenyan shillings, right? But the second loan that you're going to take, that is if you paid this money back to Zidisha as an organization, they'll connect you to a donor who will give you a higher loan limit, right? Or a higher funding, which I'm calling it loan because definitely you're going to give this money back. So they'll connect you with someone who is going to give you not less than 1 million Kenyan shillings. So if you're out there and you've been funded by Zidisha, just make sure that you are returning this amount on time so that the next project that they're going to fund you, or rather if you go back with the same project and you want to increase your limit, you can just give them a reason. Maybe if it was entrepreneurship, you can give them a reason of you want to add more stock and they're going to add the loan amount to 1 million shillings. So just make sure when you take the first loan, you're going to repay it. Or if you're funded for the first time, just make sure that you're giving this amount back to Zidisha as a company, right? So I hope I have explained, and the requirement that you need is just to have a smartphone, have a business or a source of income, because now you're not going to just come to Zidisha and project a project that you don't even have an idea about. You need to have a source of income. Definitely you should tell them that when you give me this, when you fund my project, I'm going to start it immediately and I'm going to give it back through this and this, right? So you also have to commit yourself. Definitely, I've talked about that. So they'll have you write down that you have committed yourself, that this donor, when these donors are giving me this money, I'm going to give it back to Zidisha. That is one commitment that you must commit in order for you to get funded by these donors, right? So it means that Zidisha and the donors actually have a very friendly, closely friendship, so that they know if you're committing yourself to give back, it's because you want people to give you out and you're going to give it back to others. Like, they'll bless you and you're going to bless others. So until now, you've been watching me and you haven't subscribed. Why is that? Just take a moment of your time and subscribe to this channel, because we'll move this journey together. And anytime I'll be doing a video, YouTube will be there to notify you. And guess what? You're going to learn more, and I'm really hoping that this channel is adding some value to your life. So that's the main reason. I'm just convincing you to subscribe and subscribe more to this channel so that you may not miss any future video. So until next time, I'm really hoping you're going to try on this website, and let's see you on another.